coefficient, so let's go into some examples. First, I want to start off by putting up this equation on the board. 2x minus 4 equals 8. Michelle, can you tell me what the variable is in this equation?
The variable would be the letter, so x.
Matt, what is the coefficient in this equation?
I think it's 2.
I think you're right. Romy, what is the constant in this equation?
Is it 8?
Is there any other constants in this equation?
I guess it's the 4 then.
Exactly.
-4.
So we have two constants, the 4 and the 8. We have the variable that we're solving for, the x, and its coefficient 2. So the way we're first going to solve this is we're going to try and move the constants to the same side. And to do that, we're going to make this side 0 and add it to this side. So if we do 4 minus 4, what do we get?
0.
And we do 8 plus 4, what do we get?
12.
Amazing. So now we're left with 2x equals 12. So if we want to make the x stand alone, how are we going to do that? Francis, do you have any idea?
I guess we would move the 2 to the other side
And how are we going to move the 2?
by dividing it.
Exactly. So we're going to do 2x divided by 2 and 12 divided by 2. So who knows what the answer is? Romy?
Is it 6?
It is. X equals 6. But we're not done yet. And who knows why we aren't done yet? Michelle?
We don't know if it's the right answer.
And how are we going to figure it out?
Can you plug it back into the beginning?
Exactly. So why don't you come up in front of the class and show us how we would plug it back in.
Okay. So, I guess, okay, so if you think that x is 6, can I write out of the equation? So you would do 2, and then instead of x, you would do 6. Minus 4 equals 8. And then 2 times 6 is 12, minus 4 equals 8, which is 8 equals 8, and that's correct.
Perfect. Awesome. Can we give a round of applause for Michelle for coming up? Does anyone have any questions? Yes, Matt?
Yeah, so why the first time when you're trying to get rid of the 4, you added it to both sides, but then when you're trying to get rid of the 2, you divided it?
Exactly.
So why did you do that?
Because the 4 is a constant, right? And so we're going to use addition and subtraction to move it to the other side. The 2, on the other hand, is a coefficient.
Right. Okay.
It's the multiplier that goes with the x. And so in order to do the opposite of multiplication, what do we have to do?
Divide.
Exactly.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions? Michelle?
Is the constant 4 or is it negative 4?
So the constant, it depends on how you look at the equation. If we look at this equation as x minus the number, the constant is what here?
The number.
So what's the number here?
4.
Exactly. But if we look at the equation as x plus a number, what's the constant going to be on this side?
Negative 4.
Exactly. Great. Okay, so any other questions before we dive into the worksheet? Awesome. So in front of you, you have a worksheet with a couple sample problems. I want you to work in pairs, and I'll check back and we'll talk answers. Great. So now that you guys have completed your worksheets, let's learn a chant to help us remember this going forward. Let's learn isolation station to solve a 2-step equation. Repeat after me. Cross the track.
Cross the track.
So all the constants stack.
So all the constants stack.
So the train can run.
So the train can run.
Make the coefficient 1.
Make the coefficient 1.
To reach your destination,
To reach your destination,
solve the equation.
solve the equation.
Put the number
Put the number
in the variable's location.
in the variable's location.
If they're equal,
If they're equal,
you've reached the right station.
you've reached the right station.
Okay, all together now. Ready?
Cross the track so all the constants stack. So the train can run. Make the coefficient 1. To reach your destination, solve the equation. Put the number in the variable's location. If they're equal, you've reached the right station.